Very good. Thank you so much, Wendy. What we're going to talk about this morning is I kind of want to share the experiences we've had with COVID-19. Now, we've got less than 100 engineers around the world. We look at ourselves as an OT, an operations technology, as opposed to an IT, an information technology company, because the work we do focuses on control systems, on large billion-dollar plus assets for offshore oil and gas, and this includes large drill ships. It includes FPSOs, the big floating production storage vessels. It includes subsea pipelines. So we do work all over the world. Every place there's oil extraction or production going on. Back in March and April of this year, right at the very beginnings of the pandemic, we did a 6-part series on threat assessments and how to do threat assessments. Well, the main model that we use for threat assessments is the one you can see right now. It's basically the old Plan, Do, Check, Act model. We do a plan, we execute, we verify, and we adjust. And this is one of the important tools that we use, and we use these for basically every one of our projects. There's a risk assessment for every project as part of our project planning, part of our project management. So, as we're wont to say in the business, we eat our own dog food. We actually use the tools that we've put together. So, in order to look at this, let's look and talk about how to use this and how we ended up using it. And this is, whoops, sorry about that. Hit the mute. The anatomy of a threat response is where we are with the novel coronavirus, the COVID-19 pandemic. We're in and we started getting the feedback that this was going to occur and that it was an international phenomenon, and we work internationally. We decided that we're going to have to do something about this. This is going to be a real threat to us and to our clients. So where we were concerned, and these were spots that on the 3rd of February we were working at. We're working in Australia, Canada, Denmark, France, India, Japan, Russia, Spain, the United Kingdom, mostly offshore in the United Kingdom in the North Sea, the Bahamas, although it would be nice to think that the Bahamas were going there for vacation. It was actually where the ships and the different drilling vessels were moved for logistics support prior to going to Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago has got large oil fields, and there's an enormous amount of work that goes on there. China, of course, there's a lot of work going on in China. China, as you are probably aware, has been moving out further offshore, looking at not just islands like the parasails, where they are looking at setting up some refueling stations, long-range stations for their vessels and for their aircraft, but there's also a lot of oil exploration that's going on in the South China Sea. Finland, we do quite a bit of work in Finland because a number of equipment manufacturers are there. Germany, of course, Italy, Netherlands, South Africa, Sweden. So these are all areas that we were looking at. And the who of this threat response was that we're concerned that U.S. personnel can't travel. So when I look at, this is where we were working, all of these areas were places where we actually had people based. Azerbaijan in the Caspian Sea, one of the major areas. Russia, in January, we just finished opening an office in Russia. So the office in Russia was on Sakhalin Island. Yes, we are a U.S. company. Yes, there are a number of issues with working in Russia, but the major issue in oil and gas is that on Sakhalin Island, where there are 5 main sites that we support, also on Sakhalin, it's in shallow water or it's on land. Well, the restrictions against working with Russia in oil and gas, due to Ukraine, due to a number of other political issues that have gone on, is that in Russia you can't work in the Arctic, you can't work in deep water, and you can't work in shale. Well, luckily for us, we can keep working under a 1997 agreement with the U.S. Department of Energy. So that's why we're in Russia. Brazil, Canada, and so on, all of these are major countries where there's oil and gas. Our clients are really all the oil majors. When you look at oil majors, you think of Exxon, British Petroleum, Total, Chevron, Oxy. These are the major oil producing companies. Multiple drilling contractors such as Transocean. There have been, over the last few years, a lot of consolidations. There's probably only 5 main drilling contractors. We work with all of them. Equipment manufacturers like General Electric. General Electric has over the years acquired a number of oil and gas equipment manufacturers. So we spend time, working with them. And then all of our team is in the U.S., the U.K., France, Italy, Pakistan, and Canada. We have a small number of U.S. citizens, U.S. carrying passports. The majority of our people are, again, international. So when we looked at where we were working, February, by the end of February, Spain, the UK, the Bahamas, Denmark, France, Germany, Russia, and South Africa had put in place restrictions in travel. China hadn't yet, but China was going to be next. So we had to look at how do we handle these travel restrictions? How do we continue working with our clients and supporting our clients? And to be honest about it, no one really had a good idea about how to handle this. Our clients were, as in many cases, as perplexed as the, as.
Hi there. I hope you enjoyed that last clip. My name is Michael Malutis, and if you'd like to watch the full 60 minutes of that last webcast, while also gaining complete unlimited access to our entire library of IT learning, simply visit our subscribe page at greatpro.org/subscribe. Unlimited annual access is $199 per year, but if you use the coupon code LEARN2EARN, you can drop that membership fee to just $149. That's less than $13 per month for unlimited access to over 1,000 hours of on-demand career development, covering the entire spectrum of IT management best practices, including business analysis and requirements, software development, quality and testing, risk management, process improvement, project management, and even digital transformation. But your membership doesn't just give you unlimited access to our vast learning library. You also get free access to our mobile app, as well as direct access to our network of over 300 of the world's leading IT consultants, all of whom are dedicated to putting practical knowledge at your fingertips so that you can learn more and earn more. I hope you will join me in becoming a member of the Great IT Professional and advancing your career with us. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button above so that you get notified whenever we publish new free webcasts each week of the year. Thank you for your time and best wishes for your continued success.